Hey guys, this is Sydney with Who Says Girls Can't Fish. Today I'm gonna go over 3 baits that I have on me all the time. They've never let me down. I have 100% confidence with these baits. First bait I'm gonna do is the wave worm tiki crawdads. They're crawdads. This color is the black and blue flake. I flip them with a 5/0 Gamakatsu EWG offset hook, and depending on how heavy the coverage is, depends on what size bullet weight I use. Oops, sorry. The next thing I'm going to go over is the frogs. This is my favorite plastic frog. It's the Bass Pro Championship Series frog. Thin bodies, thick legs in the back. These little pads do make excellent action on top of the water. Same thing with the worm, or the crawdad. I put it on a 5/0 Gamakatsu hook, or I use the Zoom frog hooks that have the spring at the eyelet of the hook. And what that does, it goes into the nose and just kind of puts it up a little bit so it makes it a little bit more weedless. Then the worm I use is the Bitter Vibe worm. If you haven't heard of Bitter Baits, go online and check out their website. They have tons of products and tons of different colors. But for the worms, this is my favorite. I like it because it has the Cinco body, but then it has the paddle tail, so you can flip it or swim it. I use it Texas rig on the 5/0 hook with the bullet weight. My favorite color to use is the emerald blue. It's never let me down. I'll tell you a secret though. Get a pack of these emerald blue baits. It doesn't have to be this specific worm, as long as it's the emerald blue color. Get a pack of the Culprit Tequila Sunrise. It's either Tequila Sunrise or Tequila Shad worms. Put a couple of the culprit worms into the bag of the emerald blue color worms. Put it somewhere hot. I keep mine in my toolbox for about 2 weeks of my truck. What it does is the culprit worm takes in the blueness of the bitterbait worm, and it makes like a royal bluish purple color. It's really pretty. And bass love it. They tear them up. On my next video, I'll make sure to show a regular culprit worm and then show the other one after it's been sitting in the bag. 2 things you should absolutely have in your tackle box: pliers and a scale. Scale doesn't have to be fancy and digital. It can be one with a little ticker. But I do think you should get one with a measure with it, or buy the measure separate if it didn't come with the scale. It's just better to be safe than sorry, just in case you catch that monster bass. And like for me, I'd rather have a fake mount than a real one. Big bass have been around for a while, so I just feel better to let them go. And pliers don't have to be fancy either. Pliers are pliers, but I do like the pliers that have this in it. So then I don't have to carry a knife on me to cut the line and re-rig my stuff. But if you guys have any questions about the baits I just mentioned, or baits that you have and haven't used yet and just want tips, message me and I'll be sure to help you out as much as I can.